Hey, welcome back. Just had to get something reset when I was doing my settings. So welcome in tonight, folks. Welcome in over here to the TikTok. Hope you're having a good evening. Welcome that damn mouse. Welcome in. How you doing? So I am TarotNola. I'm going to be doing one card messages for people tonight. If you need a reading, though, it's 15 for a mini, 25 for a full. So you have one card request. Just drop it. Why can't I get this going? Okay, you stay there. Hold on. There we go. Okay, I had to slide the screen over. All right. So that looks good. That is set up. And I think TikTok is good here. Connection good. All right, folks, I'm TarotNola. I'm going to be a beautiful bless. Going to be doing one card messages for people. Those are no charge. If you do have a question, if you need answers, just let me know about that. I will be doing paid readings. Minis are 15, fulls are 25. The minis are about 6 cards. I would say about 5 minutes. It's a good insight into your question. 25 is a more extensive look at it. It's usually about 12, so about twice the amount of cards being pulled on that. So folks, if you're in the room, I would appreciate some double tapping. If you do have questions for one card pulls, just let me know. Rise and Shine, I can pull a one card on that as a general message. If you need a read, I would have to set that up. But I can pull a one card general for that about your son. Welcome in, folks. Thanks for the double tapping. That is greatly appreciated. Keep that up. Doesn't cost anything to tap the screen. All right, Rise and Shine. Just a general card for you. The card is the Knight of Cups. Feels like he's trying to follow his heart. Maybe he's a little bit lost. Maybe he's a little bit feeling emotional, but he's trying to follow his heart, trying to figure things out. Feels like he's trying to get it done. That's not a bad thing, but it can be stressful and it can be difficult for a young person. RK 5577, welcome in. But Rise and Shine, hey, how are you? Rise and Shine, it just indicates he's trying to follow his heart and trying to do the right thing. Of course, RK. Yes, cutie, Zinam, welcome. Of course, Rise and Shine, anytime. It's a card for RK. RK, the card that comes up for you is the 5 of Coins. This is a card of needing to get it done by yourself. Don't wait or rely upon anybody else to come and get the job done for you. If you're waiting for somebody else to do it for you, you're going to be waiting. This is a card of having to get it done. It's also a card for entrepreneurs. Getting it done and moving on. Oh, thank you for the heart, Miss Sarah Jane. Sarah Jane, let me pull. It says a general card. Okay, Sarah. It's just a general card. If you want a reading on Chris, we can set that up. Otherwise, just say general card on Chris. General card on Chris. I don't think lost feelings. It can feel kind of lost. It can feel kind of settled. It can feel kind of not very exciting, but this is kind of usually long-term sort of a feelings. It doesn't indicate romance, but it does indicate long-term feelings of some sort. Shaishali, of course, if you want an actual read, Check out link in my bio, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, 15 or 25. Make a choice. If you want a mini or a full reading, you just let me know which one, and we can do it here in the live chat. Mr. Mundao, I can do a one card. If you want a reading, check out the link in my bio. This is for Mr. Mudao. Your card is the Chariot. It's a card of moving forward. It's a card of victory and success for you. All right, Sam. Shashili, if you want to read that, I could pull a one card general for you, Shai. And do one for Sam real quick. Sam, a one card pull for you tonight is the Eight of Wands. Got a lot going on, things in the air. Try to focus. What do you want to happen? Let's see, one card for Shai. Shai, your card is the Lover's card. Has to do with looking at commitments, priorities, what's important to you, where your commitments are going to be, what's important, what's going to bring you happiness, where should that commitment be? Hey, welcome in, folks. Please be tapping that screen. Tapping doesn't cost anything. And I'm doing just one card pulls for people. It's kind of like guidance cards. Those are free. Not really particularly for messages, just like this. If somebody's asking if you'll be together with somebody, it can pull a one card general on it. But if you want to read, truly, you need to get a reading. Young Dolly, a card, please. Yep. One card for Dolly. Dolly, the card for you is the moon. The moon is about illusions. It's about not seeing everything clearly and having to go by instinct, relying upon intuition at times to help navigate situations because not everything can be seen clearly. So just make sure before jumping to conclusions that you have all the info that you can get. Hi, Cha, how you doing? Welcome in, everybody. Mia, I will pull a one card for you. It's a general message card. If you need a read, you can check out my bio. Mia, general card read. It's a card of stress and anxiety, things keeping you up at night, maybe some insomnia, something heavy on your mind. You need to deal with it, all right? All right, folks, I do see a lot of very personal questions coming through. I just want to reiterate, if you need a reading, check out my bio. It's 15 for a mini read, 25 for a full read. Otherwise, the cards that are being pulled are general message cards, and they're not readings. Do you understand? Like Samantha, is your boyfriend cheating on you? One card isn't going to give you a full read on your relationship issues. I can pull a card, give you a general message. And that message is new actions and activities. Look and see where you need to be heading with things. These are one card messages. All right, folks. If you would like a reading, let me know. We can make that happen for you, though. Irina, good evening. A card for Irina. Irina, your card is the Hermit card. The advice of the Hermit is to step away from the maddening crowd, as it were. Pay attention to your thoughts. Pay attention to your own wisdom. Pay attention to your advice from within. It's great to listen to the people around you letting you know what they think you should be doing, but sometimes Make sure always make sure you're going by what brings you happiness. All right. Cedric, if you want to look at your degree program, we need a book or reading. Karen, one card. Absolutely. Your card is the Hanged Man. Things may be delayed, Karen. Pay attention to what's going on, priorities, what you need to move forward with, and what you need to leave behind. Tiesa. Yep, I got a card for you. Tiesa, the card for you is the High Priestess. Pay attention to your intuition. Pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to that still small voice that's coming through for you. Don't ignore it. Don't doubt yourself. Okay? Jana. You need a husband? Sounds good. Jana, is there a possibility for you to work in Taiwan this year? Well, there's the possibility. Your card of advice is don't give up. Gia. G-I-E. Let's see what we got for you, G-I-E. G? Wheel of Fortune, G. Wheel of Fortune usually heralds a time of exciting change. Kim. Hello, Kim. Welcome in, Kim. Folks, please be tapping that screen. Drop it in your heart me's. Kim, your card is the King of Coins, King of Pentacles. Making very wise, smart decisions about your money, your finances, your resources, what in your life supports you, and being very smart about it. Setting really good priorities and being a really good steward of your resources. All right. Of course, Kim. Christine, one card. Absolutely, Christine. Another court card of the Pentacles, the coins. Christine, yours is the Knight of Coins, the Knight of Pentacles. This is a card saying sometimes you need to slow down, take it easy, take things at a slower pace. Make sure where you're headed. All right. Let's see. Ethel. One card for Ethel. Welcome in, everybody. I'm TarotNola. Originally a tarot card reader from the French Quarter of New Orleans, Louisiana. Now on TikTok, evidently. So I'm just doing one card messages for people at random. If you want to book or read, you just check out the information in my bio. It takes you to Tree of the Link. And there's 3 options for payment. Once you pay, just let me know and I will check the app. Sometimes I do not get, well, I got to turn the notifications on. I don't always get notifications. Just let me know and I can check, though. We can make your reading happen tonight. Ethel, one card. Ethel, your card, I love this card. It's the 6 of Wands, 6 of Staffs. It's a card of victory. Card of proclaiming victory and success. Riding high. Absolutely great question. Great card to have for your life. Oh, and the screen just all flipped. B, welcome B with a pink heart. How you doing? B, one card, the question itself. You can book a reading. B for one card. Lots of things up in the air. Just make sure you're focused on what it is that you're working for and how you're overcoming obstacles. Focus on how you're overcoming obstacles mindfully. All right. Mama Mo. Jeline. Hello. Mama Mo, Jeline. Your card is the Empress. Truly divine feminine. Beauty, luxury, creativity. I love this card for people who are creative. This is so many things for the Empress. It's like supporting the people around you, supporting yourself, nurturing yourself and others, being nurtured by the environment. It's one of my favorite cards of the entire deck. It's truly the divine feminine, the great mother, all of that. Watching from Kenya. Oh, hello from Kenya. Good evening. MEKK. I can pull a card for you, of course. I gotta shuffle this deck up. This has come out 3 times in the past 20 minutes, I think. Something like that. It feels like, at least. Emmy, focus. Look at how you're overcoming obstacles. Focus. Do not get distracted by so many things going on. Noreen, how you doing? Welcome in, Noreen. Noreen, pulling one card for Noreen. Card for you is 2 of Cups. This is looking at advice, looking at relationships, looking at commitments, people in your life that you need to connect to, reconnect to, attract it to. This has all to do with interpersonal connections in your life, paying attention to them, being mindful, nurturing them. All right. Leonard, I'll do a general card just for advisement. Leonard, general card. Leonard, it's the 3 of Swords, which just indicates a feeling of distress, anxiety, and difficulty. Stress possibly causing difficulty in your body. So get the job anytime soon. Just keep at it. Of course, MEKK. Jokes, fella. Jokes, fella. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but let's pull a card for you. The one card for you is the 3 of Coins. This is the card indicating need to work with others to meet goals. Bonga. Oh no. What are they doing behind your back? I can pull a 1 card. One card advisement for Bonga. I don't know. This is a card of sexuality. It's at least a, how do you call it? Suspicion, right? There's suspicion there, but it doesn't indicate yes or no, just suspicion of sexuality. Dawn, hello. I can pull a 1 card for you. Otherwise, you can book a reading and we can do a reading on your topic about the marriage. Otherwise, it's a 1 card pull, Dawn. Dawn, a 1 card advisement. This indicates renewal. So maybe, I mean, it's not a read on the marriage, but it's a card of renewal, new actions, new activity, also sexuality. Malika. Malika, 1 card. What's for Malika? The Moon, Malika. Don't rush to conclusions about things. The Moon card is, how to say, not everything is clear. Not everything is being seen for what it is. What is that? AI viewers? Oh, hi there. Don't know what that means. Okay. Welcome in, folks. I am TarotNola. I am doing just 1 card pulls right now for people. 1 card pulls for general messages. Those are free. If you want to book a read, you need to go to the link in my bio, PayPal, Cash App, Venmo. 15 for a mini, 25 for a full read. Fatima. Well, I can do a 1 card just as a card of advisement. Fatima. King of Wands. It doesn't answer your question, though. It's just a card of advisement. Just be very mindful of your actions, activities. This is a card that's usually indicating someone who is very charismatic, someone who is very, how to say, influential in a situation or exerting influence in a situation. So someone could be a little hot-headed. Welcome in, folks. Hello, hello. Please keep tapping the screen. Welcome in, folks. Of course, Timmy T. Timmy M. I'm sorry, Timmy T. That was what was that? Timmy T. That was a singer from the 90s or late 80s. That was probably before a lot of you were even born. Henok Mahare. So Henok, this is just a general card. It won't be particularly about the work situation, but it's just a general card of advisement. Henok. It indicates situation of stress, anxiety, and having some difficulty, maybe even sleeping over it, affecting sleep patterns, affecting a sense of happiness and joy. So if you want to apply this to your work, really look at what the job is bringing to you and how it's affecting you. Adisfa. Is M. James happy without you? We can pull a single card. Otherwise, folks, keep in mind I am doing paid reads. 15 or 25. Link is in my bio. Of course, Henok. Adisfa. About James. Well, let's see. I don't know. The Knight of Wands is all about being upended, being disrupted, and just kind of moving on. It doesn't indicate happy or not, but it just kind of indicates moving on, relocation. I love this card when it has to do with my job. It means about to move again. But that is a card about moving forward. Oh, excellent. So it sounds like that could be a little stressful, potentially. I have friends that have been to Dubai, absolutely loved it. Not receiving enough video. Oh, yeah, I have friends that have visited Mumbai as well, but Dubai, absolutely. Welcome in, folks. How you doing? So I am TarotNola, folks. I'm originally a tarot card reader from French Quarter of New Orleans. Now on TikTok. I keep moving stuff. So, folks, I am doing free 1 card pulls just for general messages. And why can I not leave that? How do I? There it goes. Okay. And I am doing paid reads tonight. You can check that. If you click on my picture, well, on TikTok, you click on my picture, you go to my bio, there's a link. If you do pay for a reading, just make sure you let me know. That way I can check and confirm on the app. And we can do your reading here in the live stream. And if you're over here, you can also check down in the description of the live feed, and there's a hyperlink. You can click on that and it'll take you to the information for getting the paid readings tonight. Now I got this. There we go. Michelle Canto. So I can do 1 card pull if you need an actual read. You need a book or read here in the live stream. Michelle, the card is Ace of Cups. Sounds like some good news coming for you, emotional renewal and contentment. Jose, maybe Jose, Josie, or Jose, depending on where you're from in the J. Jose, will you get the job with ODNI? We can pull a single card. Or if you want to do a read, let me know. Single card here for Jose. It's the Seven of Swords. Jose, this is about things going on behind the scenes, plans, strategy going on. This card usually indicates final decisions are not made, but things are going on behind the scenes. Especially if it's like for work or something, things not publicly declared, maybe even. This sneaky is a word that's a lot of times used for this, but sneaky in such a way, sneaky isn't always bad. Do you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes if you're doing something on behalf of somebody and they don't know about it, that could be a little sneaky, but it doesn't mean you're planning anything bad. So I'm just thinking through here. So many people see this card as a negative card, and I have to be careful when I say sneaky. It just means behind the scenes. Welcome in this evening. Hello, hello, hello. That is going good. Let me just check this. All right, we're good over here. All right, Genesis, we can do a one card pull for you. Of course, anytime. And thanks for the roses, folks. Please be making sure you're tapping the screen. It doesn't cost anything to like the screen. Or like the feed or whatever. Genesis. The card indicates a union with somebody looking at, even you're asking about question about the relationship. So this is a good sign. It's just the one card, so it's not a full read, but this does indicate looking at relationships, connections, and commitments this year. Chrissy, Disk, love you. We can do a one card message. And folks, I am doing paid reads. If you do pay, it's Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Check out in my bio. There's a link you can follow in order to do that via those apps. And then just make sure you let me know that you have paid. And so that way I can double check, verify it with the apps. I don't always get notification on some of these for some reason. So you just need to let me know. And we can do your read here in the free chat. I'm not booking private readings right now. So it's just during the live streams that I am doing them. Let's see. Press C. Does K love you? We can do a general. Just indicates new. If this is a new relationship, this is good. It means new relationships. Sometimes it could be new passion, new action, new endeavor. Will Aisha, Vera, Ali be rich in future? Possibly. Put the work in. Ace of Wands is about new actions, new endeavors, new work, new opportunities being created. Put the work in. Yana. Hi, does Lada love me? What? Do a one card. Aries Goddess, good evening. Welcome in, folks. I'm TarotNola, tarot reader originally from the French Quarter of New Orleans. Doing one card messages tonight for folks. Otherwise, I am doing paid readings. paid readings. If when I do the mini read, it's about 6 cards, 5 minutes or so. It's really great for answering one question about a particular situation where something is going, be it love, romance, employment, or whatever. And then if you need a little more extensive, the 12 card read is twice as many cards, just $10 more, is $25. And there is a lot more in that. A lot more comes out of the 25. So for $10 more, it's more bang for your buck. Eva, will you get a remote job? Well, the month's almost over. You got a couple days left. We can do a 1-card general message for you. Aries Goddess. This is a card of longing for your, basically for your ship to come in. So this is waiting for results. It's also longing to be somewhere else. This is my card for wanting to take a vacation. Means I'm ready to get on a boat, on a plane, or somewhere and go somewhere. Otherwise, it's waiting for your ship to come in. So it's waiting for an opportunity to manifest. But Aries, Goddess, Eva, there's only a couple days left in the month. Becoming Eve. You're asking about Alfred. I do too, Aries. I'm waiting to see if I'm leaving on one in a couple days. All right, this is for Becoming Eve. 1 card for you. Feel free to apply it for Alfred. The 1 card for Becoming Eve. Things feel a little bit unsettled. This is upended influences. Things getting moved around, shaken around. Quick, passionate. Yeah, it just depends on some appointments I have to still schedule. Hey, folks, let's see. I don't know if this person is even still here. Let's see. How do I tell? Hey, folks, so I'm just kind of scrolling through here. How do I see? Oh, there we go. Now I can see. Not in your fan club, but in the top 3. How do I? Okay, sorry, I'm just kind of okay. There were things lively. I can do a 1 card pull for you. Specific questions, so you need to get a mini or a full. Let's do a 1 card for lively. Lena. Lively Lena. There's the Queen of Coins. Queen of Coins. Can I even see the cards at this point? Queen of Cups. So this is following your heart, following your dreams, following your vision, and it'll work out. Lorenzo, hey, how you doing? Right here, oh, I'm pointing the wrong way. Right here, you can see there's paid readings. 1 card pulls, 1 card messages, not really a read. But if you check out the info down in the description, you can see how to get a mini or a full reading. Of course, lively. Welcome in, folks. Please be tapping the screen, liking the live stream, following. So I will do one card messages for folks, just pulling one card messages. Otherwise, if you need a reading, check out the options. 15 for a mini, 25 for a full. Once you do pay for those, you can let me know that you've paid via one of the options. You can find the information, the link in my bio. You go to the bio, there's a link, click on it. It gives you 3 options. 3, PayPal, Cash App, Venmo. And then we could do your reading here in the live stream. But you do need to let me know that you paid, because sometimes the payment notifications do not come through, and I want to make sure I don't miss anybody. Oh, where are you going, big boy? Hold on. Do you need to get down, or are you staying up? Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going, my love? You need to get down? Let's see. It is time for your medicine, isn't it? Oh, hold on, folks. Let me get my big boy down here. Hello. There you go. All right. Where is everybody coming from? I'm originally from South Louisiana. I'm not there right now, but I do live part-time in the States, part-time in Germany these days, actually, for like the past, 10, 15 years. Oh, I see somebody liking. Welcome. Thanks for liking. Chipo. Let's see. And folks, please be following. If you're not following, I'm not doing one card pulls. So you do need to be liking and following in order to get a card pull. Otherwise, I do have options here for the 15 and the 25 full reads going on tonight. All right, folks. Either thanks for liking. Thanks for liking the live. Greatly appreciate it. So, folks, I will do one card pulls for people. You just need to be following and engaging here. All right, thanks for that, and get you. Why doesn't it say? There we go. There we go. All right. Dom Bienle. Let me pull a card for you. And Tom. Let's see. Thanks for following. Oh, let's see. Titi Mamumba. Titi Mabonda. Sorry. This is for Titi. Titi Ma. Your card is the Justice card. This is a great card showing that things are going to work out fairly, justly, and as they should. Just make sure you're being absolutely honest in situations, honest with others, and with yourself. All right. Brittany. All right, you're not following. Follow, and I can do a card for you, folks. I am doing one card messages just for free for people who follow. And there you go, Brittany. Thank you. I can do... Oh, all good. TT Ma. It was the card was the Justice card, stating that things are going to work out just the way they're supposed to. Things will be fair and just. Just make sure you're being honest with yourself and with others in whatever you have going on. Brittany, let's pull a 1-card message for Brittany. Brittany, the card that comes up is the 3 of Swords. This is a card of difficulties, stress, anxiety. So if the NDA was going to cause this, then yeah, you probably did make the better decision, right? Of course, Titima. Cataleya. All right, Cataleya. Oh, good, Titima. Pull this card here for Cataleya. Thanks for liking the live, folks. Greatly appreciate it. Cataleya. Your card that comes up is the Queen of Wands. This is a card very much of... Oh, hold on. Sorry, I got my old man up here. He has a bed on the desk. I have to make sure he is settled. Cataleya, your card is the Queen of Staffs, Queen of Wands. This is I love this card. This is the card of great vitality, of being in one's power, being able to be in control of yourself and influence those around you, and not hiding your light. So that, I mean, if you want a full reading on the relationship with Miguel, you can pay for a reading and let me know. We can make that happen, 15 or 25. But that card in itself shows you in a position of power, Cataleya. Jennifer, how you doing? Thanks for following. Jennifer, well, Michael and you get back together. We can pull a 1 card. Jennifer, let's see what you got. Jennifer, when Michael and you get back together, this is the card of feeling defeated. Just absolutely feeling defeated. So, I mean, it's not a read on the question, it's just advice, but it doesn't indicate that you'd be getting back. If this card comes up with a question like that, it's not getting back together right now. It's just a card of feeling defeated. If you want to get a read on it with a timeline, let me know. We can make that happen. I'm not booking private sessions right now, not for a while, but I am doing reads here in the chat tonight. 15 will get you a mini reading. It's usually about 6 cards, 5 minutes or so. Not bad. I think it's a good deal. If you want the more full read, it's about 12 cards at least. It's 25. So it's twice as amount of cards for $10 more. It's more bang for your buck if you can do it. It's 25. If you go to my bio, there's the link tree. You can find the payment options that you can make your choice with Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Just let me know that you've paid so I don't miss it. And then I can double check to make sure everything is going through. And we can make your reading happen here. I have been working with cards, believe it or not, over 40 years. I started when I was a kid. My mom bought me my first book when I was like second grade school. So I've been doing this more than a hot minute. CJ, do my baby mother still in love with you? So she'll always have feelings for you. But let's see. Let's just pull a card about it, CJ. Let's pull a card. It's the Magician card. The Magician is all about charisma, right? So I would say still feelings there, right? Potentially, and still having very strong feelings. Slow Glow Queen. All right. Thando, will I get a negative feedback when I report the company car that I just bumped now? Oh no. You might. This is having to juggle things. This is getting involved in decisions having to be made. So you might. Welcome in. Let's see here. Gift P, Moko, Nina. If you're following, I can pull a one card for you. Welcome in, folks. I'm TarotNola, tarot card reader originally from French Quarter of New Orleans. Doing reads tonight, one card pulls. I'm also doing paid reads tonight. If you check out my options, it's 15 for the mini, 25 for the full. So check those out if you want to get an actual read. Otherwise, just doing one card pulls on people, little short messages. Gift P, thank you for the follow. Will Evek change if I give him a second chance? Oy vey. Let's pull a one card and see what the advice is on that gift. The card is the card of death. I would say, why do you want to give him a second chance? Where's the change coming from? Be very careful. Be careful and cautious about your expectations with that. The death card. It's the death card. It doesn't mean physical death. It just means endings. So just making sure you don't think I'm saying like somebody is going to like be unalived. It's just the death card. It means endings, moving on, massive transformation. So if you're asking if change, if they give them a second chance, I'd just be, we're looking at it with all seriousness. Like, what are you expecting for the change to be? You've been boring with the devil. Well, excellent. Right on. Good for you. What's your name? First time here. I go by TarotNola. I'm a tarot reader originally from the French Quarter of New Orleans. That's just been what my name is online for years. Mm-hmm. Crank. What am I cranky? Yeah, I'm originally from, well, grew up in and around New Orleans. Sometimes when you're growing up, you just kind of move where the employment is, right, for your parents. But I remember going into the French Quarter as a kid and seeing the tarot readers in front of Jackson Square, and that was just incredible to me, you know? That was just incredible. And in South Louisiana, I mean, growing up around tarot cards and this kind of stuff, it was just kind of normal. So I just kind of grew up around it. Thanks for the follow, Courtney. Mm-hmm. Drive with me. This just good morning, nice to you. So the interesting thing, drive with me, is where I was from growing up. I knew my granny that we said she had the gift of knowing. Do you know what I'm saying? Like now people talk about, oh, you're an empath. Now you're clairvoyant. Now you're claircognizant. Now you're clairsentient. Back when I was growing up, it was people had like we said had the gift of sight or the gift of knowing, and sometimes they knew stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? So rugby, nay, nine, right? Okay, I'm like rugby. Rugby is definitely not a gift that I have. So yeah, and one of my mentors eventually later after my granny passed, then I figured out what all those other terminologies were. Do you know what I mean? But I remember my granny, my father would talk about my granny sitting on the front porch at night looking at the moon, and she would know stuff. Like she would just, she would know the future by gazing at the moon at night. She would look at the moon and she would know what was going to happen. And I love my granny, but at the same time was absolutely terrified of her, because we'd always say, "No, you be careful with granny, because you know she got that knowing, because you know you were never going to pull the wool over her eyes." Do you know what I'm saying? She knew. You couldn't hide anything from her. She knew. Yeah, and so we didn't use the word clairvoyant or psychic or any of that kind of stuff. It was just people had the knowing, and we didn't have the word medium. I knew it as, oh, people talk to the dead. I heard about people that went to the graveyard to talk to the dead. We didn't call them spiritual mediums. All of that was like fancy people talk back then. These days, information is much more readily available in terminology. It's even used differently. Your niece has that gift? Oh, that's incredible. Yeah, these days, information, back in the day, when you got a set of tarot cards, a lot of times you had to wait weeks for them, because it was a little ad in the back of a magazine. You had to tear the page out, fill it out, send a check, wait for it to be delivered, wait to get it back. Do you know what I'm saying? Like now, literally where I'm at today, I could place an order online and get a deck of cards delivered within like 2 hours. You know? So it's a very, very different world these days. Very, very different. And back then, when you got a deck of cards, those were expected to last you. I know people had one deck their entire life. Yes. My first cards were playing cards from TG, they were probably from TG&Y or McCrory's. I guess that's kind of like what the dollar store is today. But back then it was TG&Y. And welcome in, nice to you. Good evening, good morning, wherever you might be. Welcome into the live stream tonight, folks. Day, morning, night, wherever you're at. No, it's what time is it? No, it's afternoon for me right now. I'm in the States right now. Usually I'm in the States. Part of the year I live elsewhere. So I just kind of I live between. I've only been to Vancouver, so I know that Canada is a huge, vast country. Hello, Moniza. How are you? Pinky, hello. Zuri, hello, how are you? Oh, I got Courtney Stocks, 15 for a mini read. Hold on, where did it go? Courtney, thank you. What is on your mind? What would you like a reading on? Sorry, my hands always sweat when I get a read. Love, please. So is this a general love, Courtney? Is this about somebody particular? I want to make sure I read on what exactly you're asking. If you're ever going to meet your person. Absolutely. So folks, I am doing a paid read for Courtney. Courtney, give me just a moment here. I'm going to get these well shuffled and we'll do your read. It's usually about 6 cards, situation, where it's going, and then like a final sort of a card for advice. And then answer questions as best as I can based on those cards. Okay. I don't like to rush, so I apologize if you're in a hurry. Just give me a moment. And 2, I figure people are paying money. I'm going to take time with it. This is for Courtney. If you're ever going to meet your person. Courtney and meeting her person. Courtney, welcome. So thank you. Courtney, what I'll tell you the way I do this, I'm going to put the cards down, I'll talk my way through it, and then I come back with like an overview, and then give me your questions, okay? The first card that comes up is the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is about news, messages, but it's also about the feeling of a little bit of a conflict. So I'm not sure what is bringing this up again for you, but it does feel like a little bit of unsettled energy, feeling, how to say, spilkas, butterflies in the stomach, sort of unsettled. I don't know if that makes sense. Feeling a little bit of like spilkas in your stomach, little uncertainty, because the divine feminine is right here on top of it. This is the card of wanting to be, and how to say, I have to be so careful with like gender language these days, so I hope I don't offend anybody, okay? But this is a like wanting that female role in your life, wanting to have a serious relationship, to move into that identity, to move into what that family feels like. Does that make sense? It feels like wanting to move into that energy and that era of your life. What comes up, okay, hold on. I got to put this puzzle. No, Courtney, not masculine. With divine feminine, this is wanting to move into, I'm not talking about, that's why it's like, it's so difficult to say between the masculine and the feminine these days with the way they're interpreted. But this is wanting to move into that place of like creation, wanting to move into the place of nurturing the environment of what, does that make sense? You're female, right? Outwardly expressing as female. Okay, because like I'm like totally confused here, Courtney. I'm totally thrown. Like she's mad. Like no, that this is you. This is you wanting to move into that place of what family or relations looks like, or what that next stage of your life development looks like. Okay, I'm like, okay. And that which comes up next, this is beautiful. This is the card of Temperance. The card of Temperance, moving from along here, is integration, things coming into place. This coming after here tells me, although you have like the butterflies, the spilkas coming in, that things are integrating, things are coming into place. And I'm getting the feeling of just don't try to rush things. I know you said you've been waiting. I forget how long you said. Don't rush it. Do not take less than your worth. Don't settle. Don't settle. The Masengite, this is very much about things coming together and being cautious. Oh, sweet Lord. Okay, I got to cover up the baby. The sun comes after this. Okay, so I'm curious as to what other cards are going to come down, Courtney, because so far everything's like incredible. And just to let you know, I don't read reversals. I read according to an older system of card dignifications. So what I do, I look at cards the way they are relating to one another, and that determines if they are falling toward more positive or toward more negative. So I just want to let you know that if you're like, well, all my cards are upright. So just to let you know, it's hundreds of years before people insisted on reversals, people were reading dignification. So, okay. So you have the sun card. So everything looks good so far, Courtney. You have feelings of unrest, feelings of spilkas. I call it spilkas. That's just, it's like butterflies. Wanting to move into your divine feminine, your sense of where this is going, things coming into place, and a baby on a horse. This tells me, I don't know. This looks like, are you looking to have children in your future? Because so far this isn't saying a timeline for your children, although this is long term, but this screams children to me. Do you know what I'm saying? This screams children. This is the Empress, which is very much pregnant with the resources of the earth. This is this is things coming together. And then there's a baby on a horseback. Like this is, I feel the sun bringing this very much solar energy in, bringing in this great sense of vitality. And there's literally a baby following the Empress. So that really tells me, I feel that you're on the right track. So absolutely confirmation. The next card, I get children. I get a baby somehow. I don't know. I get babies somehow, Courtney. Are you getting, you said you got to, hold on, let me go back. I get children. I get children around you somehow, Courtney. I get children around you. If it's not coming out of your own parts, then there's going to be children some other way. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I just see you having children around you. At least one. All right, now we're getting into the delay. The next card that comes out, the delay, is the Four of Swords. This is the card of things taking a hot moment, taking a while. This is a card of delay. Relax. You can't rush this card. But the card that comes after it is the Queen of Cups, which is about following your own vision, following your path, following your intuition, paying heed to you're calling them downloads. So, true. Hold on. How do we do this? Just a moment. There we go. I blocked that person. That's just rude. That's just rude when people do that. So I'm back with you, Courtney. What comes after this is focusing on the work at hand and developing your inner vision. It's literally the Queen of Cups, which is But this is also very maternal. Nurturing the life force within yourself and paying attention to that now and focusing on that. Does that make sense, Courtney? Is this making sense? Yeah. Okay, I'm just because like I don't know you. Do you know what I'm saying? So I give people readings, and sometimes I'm like, I hope it makes sense. So you have someone following their vision, the Queen of Cups, and focusing on the work. Okay, and so one more card just for this. I'm going to pull a couple others. Don't worry. The Courtney, are you familiar with cards? Are you familiar with tarot? Like, okay, all right, perfect. Then this will the irony behind this card coming up now, I think that you will very much appreciate is the Six of Cups. And I get that, Courtney, absolutely. It's the Six of Cups. Do you see what's on the card? Two little people. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just looking, I mean, because, like, okay, that's a car that has kids in it. I mean, you got, I'm just, it feels like you're on the right track. Focus on your work as a healer. It does feel like things are coming together. Do you work with kids or something? I don't know, but it just feels like there's going to be kids in your future. You got 3 kids literally showing up in the spread. Out of the 6 positions, there's 3 kids. Do you know what I'm? Does that make sense? Yeah, it's just definitely, yeah, you're on the right path. Things are fine. Slower than you would like. So I'm going to pull 3 more cards, Courtney, just because. Let's pull 3 more, Courtney. 3 more for Courtney. All right, Courtney. Movement forward. So this is progress will be made. All right. Moving from one situation to a better circumstances, better position for this to be able to happen for you. That is a card of longing, changes at a crossroads. You're moving towards a crossroads, Courtney, in which choices and decisions are going to have to be made. Oh my God. Courtney, I got chills. I'm going to put the cards down because my hands are sweating. I got chills. And I got to show these to you. Courtney. So this is the 6. 6s are about perfection of energy, finding a sense of balance, right? Swords are the conflict card. So this is finding a balance, any kind of conflict or anything that is causing disruption, and being able to move to a place of peace and any kind of conflict resolution, anything standing in the way, right? The next one that comes up for these 3 extra cards is the 2 of Wands, which is about being at a crossroads, choices and decisions having to be made for the next step. It's also a sense of wanting to leave outside of one's comfort zone in order to make that next step. Do you know what I'm saying? Not a negative freaking card out of all of these that would pull it into a different dignification. Does that make sense? And like we talked, I look at auspiciousness, dignifications, the elemental correspondences, positive versus negative dignification. And so, as you know, there's tons of cards in this deck that can turn a reading toxic. And I've been waiting for them. And I was going to pull the 3, Courtney, but I'm like, do I pull them? Because what if all 3 cards turn out to be like the devil, the tower, and like what, you know what I'm saying? But no. And this is the card. What's so beautiful, Courtney, is this is the final. Oh, my hands are sweating. The final card for this, the Emperor. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, do I need to explain that one? We started with Spilkas in the belly of the Empress, the divine feminine. We moved through children and moving forward and stepping outside the comfort zone, focusing on healing and ending on divine masculine. I mean, I don't know. I mean, excuse my language, Courtney, but you really can't make this shit up. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm doing your reading and I'm expecting something's got to show up somewhere that maybe things are going sideways, but literally it comes up and it ends on the divine masculine coming into that. Yeah, it's beautiful, Courtney. It's beautiful. Like, my hands are like totally sweating. I got chills. It's like I'm hot and cold at the same time. Does that make sense, Courtney? And thank you for allowing me to read for you tonight. Thank you. And you'll have to come back sometime. Give me updates. And so, folks, this was a paid reading. Just to let you know, Courtney, this just like made my freaking night. I love being able to get fantastic news. And I'm glad it felt like confirmation to you. Do you know what I'm saying? Very happy. Okay, what do I got here? All right. All right, Courtney, are you good if I look at some of these others? Kristen West, absolutely. If you're ready, you just let me know. Oh, very good. Oh, I'm good, glad, good, Courtney. All right, Kristen, you just let me know. Oh, sure. And I will be, let's see here. All right, and I'll be right back. Okay. I gotta put this back down. Okay, hold on. Yep, just a moment, Chase. There we go. All right. Kristen West. Okay, let me see here. Okay. Chase, I'm gonna pull for you. Chase, your one card pull. Two of Swords. A choice needs to be made. Sometimes you don't have the luxury of having all the information. Sometimes you have to go on the information that you do have to make the best choice possible. Sometimes you have to make a compromise. Sometimes you have to do the best of what you have and honor yourself and honor others so you can move forward. It's a card of being at a crossroads, but a choice, a decision needs to be made so you can move forward. All right, Kristen, tell me, what are we reading on? Okay, I mean, did I? Okay, that's good. Yes, very good. I got that. Okay, so Kristen West, let's see if I have anything about your current job situation. It feels up in the air. And so, folks, these are paid readings. 15 for the mini read, which is 6 cards, 25 for the full. All right, Kristen, let's get this all. Zen Eater, and I don't do free yes, no's per se. I do one card messages. But right now I'm in the middle of paid readings. If you want to get on the paid list, check out the link in the bio. Right now, though, I'm going to basically ignore everybody but Kristen. So, folks, if you do want to get on the wedding list, oh, absolutely, Janelle Trim. That is beautiful. God loves you too. All right. Kristen. Kristen West. All right, Kristen. All right, Kristen, you with me? Here we go. Oh, sweet. Too many notifications on too many devices. I have no idea what any of them mean most of the time. Sorry. So, Kristen, I shoot straight from the hip. I think that's still a phrase that's allowed to be used. I tell you what I get. You can ask questions as we go. Already, something feels a little bit odd. You have somebody. It feels, Kristen, it feels like you're going through it. Do you have a boss or somebody that plays both sides? Does that make sense? Or somebody, does it feel like leadership or something plays both sides? Okay, because what it feels. I'll show you the cards. I mean, some people like to see the cards, some people don't. I'll show them to you. King of Swords. King of Swords. It's about analytical, it's about executive, it's about all this stuff, but it's also, you know what, it's about conflict. It's about someone who can make decisions and do things that are conflicting. And he has the sun over him. But it doesn't feel good. It feels like being the positive ray of sunshine, but also holding a dagger. I don't know if that makes sense or not. It feels like some things are being said, how to say, behind closed doors that are different than what is being rolled out to staff. Okay? Oh, bastards. New leadership is making lots of changes and it feels like we're maybe being phased out. Not everything is being shared openly. Not everything is, I don't get it. I'm not trying to pass judgment, but I just got to tell you what I get. This is just the first two cards. It doesn't feel that the baby on the horse riding forward, that kind of feels like the outward expression of the messaging that is being given for whatever is changing in branding or in policy or whatever. But it feels like behind the scenes there's something, you know, banging of the gavel or whatever. I don't know if that makes sense. But, the next card is the card of conflict. Trying to figure things out, competition, conflict. Change is good, change is great, change is better, change makes us better, change keeps us on our toes. I think they're trying to mitigate conflict. I get that they're trying to mitigate the situation and they're trying to spin it in such a way as to move it in the direction that they want to see it go. The conflict is there. And I don't think that it's just you feeling the, how to say, unsettled nature of situations. It kind of, if this is systemic. Okay, next card. No, you're not being paranoid. You're not being paranoid at all. I don't get that you're being paranoid. I feel like they're trying to mitigate the situation. They're trying to, my words are slipping. They're trying to spin it and they're trying to, I'm going to move on. Maybe my words will come back. God. Okay. The next card is the Six of Swords. which is about moving forward. Okay, as long as they make sense, because it just, things are not being expressed clearly. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just, things are not being expressed clearly. And it does feel like them wanting to mitigate the situation, being able to pull on board, and it almost feels like wanting to see who stays, who goes. Does that make sense? Is there a possibility? Let me read back. Being phased out. Yeah, I get that there is the conversations on who stays and who goes. Do you know what I'm saying? So corporate decisions being made behind the guise of public relations and HR, conflict being mitigated, deciding how to move forward with the situation. Yep. The next that comes out is the magician. The magician, oh, I'm going to put the other card down before I talk about them. Oh, I get your anxiety. I get your feelings of questioning. Like, it makes me nauseous. You know what I'm saying? It makes me nauseous. Okay, I'm going to give you the final 3 cards that I got, and I'll probably do 3 more just because I'm going to, because I like to be nice, and I don't like to leave it on a cliffhanger. I don't like waiting for the sequel to come out. I want to get to, like, at least a preview of the sequel here, Kristen. The next 2 cards that come out, are you with me so far, Kristen? Is this making sense? Is making sense? I hope so. The next 2 card that comes out is the Magician and the Emperor. The Magician and the Emperor. I think you're going to be okay, one way or the other, and I'll tell you why. Because there's no negative. The thing is, there's no crap cards coming out. I call them the shit cards. I'm trying to watch my language. And even the bottom, it's about the beginning of conflict. I'm trying to look for, like, the hidden agenda here. Okay, I break the deck, and the card that comes up in the cut is the Hanged Man, which just means a sense of uncertainty, feeling like you're hung out to dry, not knowing which way the wind's going to blow, where are you going to be spun, are you going to, do you know what I'm saying? I just got to say it. I'll just say it, and we'll just move forward. The Magician card is about learning. It's about skill. It's about playing the game. It's about being open and willing to learn new information. I think in whatever is going on, this takeover, this shift, this pivot in business structure, it's very important to be willing and able to take on, of course, new responsibilities. Yep. Ding, 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 ding. Kristen, absolutely. This is about taking on new responsibilities. This is about being willing to learn, being willing to take on other challenges, other responsibilities. And I have to say, it kind of feels like a test almost. Do you know what I'm saying? Because there's some people that work well with change. That's one group of people. I feel like they're almost like there's a list. Even if there's not an official list, there's a list behind closed doors with that King of Swords. People who are okay with change, who are showing that they can effectuate what is needed. versus people who are like putting their heels down and do not want to make the change, versus the people that are kind of on the fence with it. Yeah. You're not getting the whole story. You're just not, and you're not going to for a while. I feel it's almost like a testing period. It kind of feels like a testing period to me. But what is fantastic about following the magician, and again, I read by dignifications, auspicious and inauspicious placements, card combinations. And I just got to show you these two cards together. It's the magician and the emperor. So you have this person who is coming in to a position of power and responsibility and willing to step up, to learn, to grow. It's a card of manipulation, but manipulation isn't always bad, because it's like you play the game gets played, and you have to know the rules, you learn the rules, and it's not time for chess. I'm sorry, no. It's not time for checkers, it's time for chess. But the king, not the king, but the emperor, the Herrscher, it's about leveling up, taking on responsibility. The emperor is also sitting in a place of power and position and responsibility, but it's also knowing what sacrifices need to be made in order to make the step, in order to retain one's position as well. This would tell me you need also to be careful about who you're networking with or talking with in the break room, so to speak. Do you know what I'm saying? Making sure hold on. Does that make sense, Kristen? Just making sure I haven't lost you. Okay, perfect. And the last card, it's the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is like congratulations. Three of Cups is about celebration. The Three of Cups is it's initial success, initial phase being moved through, and there being a reason to celebrate, particularly like with your peers, with your community. It's a reason to celebrate at the end of the day. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, it's not like ending on a tower. It isn't ending on like El Diablo or something like that. It's ending on a Three of Cups, which is, to me, also saying there holds the potential for moving into a completely new phase of things for you. Because, how to say, like, the Nine of Cups or the Ten of Cups is culmination of a whole lot, and you're celebrating at the end of an accomplishment. When it comes forward, the Three of Cups, it's celebration about accomplishment, but it's toward like the beginning phases of something that is still yet to be worked out. So you're golden. I'm gonna pull three more though. Let's play roulette. Let's pull three more cards. I mean, because all of this is great. I mean, and you're good. You should be totally fine. It does confirm some things that you were suspecting, and it does also bring some things forward as well. Okay, we knew about this. This was. Do you remember, Kristen? I cut the deck, and I pulled a card to see what was in the middle because I'm like, I'm looking for a crap card somewhere. This was the card that I pulled. This is the card that I pulled in the middle. It was the Hanged Man. This is which way does the wind blow? It's hanging around. Which way is the wind going to blow? It's needing to make sacrifice. It's the Hanged Man. You got it. and it's like a delay, but it's kind of having just to let things do their due course in order to move through it. MK, this is a paid reading at the moment. If you'd like to get on the list, check out the links in bio. All right. So, Kristen, I got 2 more cards I'm pulling. Oh, let's see what we got. Okay. My God. All the negative cards are hiding. I got to cover her up. It's the world. Things coming to culmination. It's the world card. That's like, it's the 21st card. It's the conclusion of the major arcana. It's things being able to come into a cohesive whole. Do you know what I'm saying? Okay, what in the world is the last one going to be? Okay, come on. Come on, let's be nice. Yeah, this is totally fine. Your final 3 cards, Kristen, is that you got to wait it out right now with the Hanged Man, the world. Things are coming into fruition. Things are going to come full circle, and you can expect some changes. So you're good. Does that make sense? I was just like, I wanted to pull 3 cards, 3 more, but I'm like, but it's always like kind of like playing roulette at the end. You know what I'm saying? But particularly about the job, though. Well, thank you. You know what, Kristen? I'm skeptical is good. Do you know what I mean? I'm even to be honest with you, I grew up around this kind of stuff. I grew up doing cards was by the time I was in grade school, and I'm always a skeptic. Do you know what I'm saying? I think it's healthy. I think you always have to question. You always have to look beyond the obvious. You always have to poke at it. You always have to just to have that little voice that keeps your own wisdom of discernment. Do you know what I mean? So totally healthy to remain that way. Sometimes you like in theater we say, you have to suspend disbelief. Sometimes you have to suspend disbelief to have an experience, but yeah, totally good. I know when the first cards, as soon as they come up, I'm like, oh my God, what's going on with her? I got spilkas, I got nausea, I got like, what's happening? Anyway, but I'm glad it was a good read for you, Kristen. I really appreciate you spending the time with me this afternoon, this evening. Anything else right now? I did the read with extra cards. Oh, that's exciting. Of course, Kristen. Anytime. Anytime. And if I'm not on, if you need another read, need something, just feel free to send me a message. I'm usually looking at my messages. I try to keep up on them. All right. Anybody else for a paid read right now? Anybody up? It is 15 and 20. Oh, thank you. Energaya, if you want a read, it's just check out Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Let me know, and we can make that happen for you. Okay. I'll be on here. Let's see. Oh wow, I've already been on. Did not know I've been on. Wow. Okay, I've been on here more than 5 minutes, evidently. Oh, we could do one for you. I'm only going to be on here another like 5 minutes or so. My geriatric feline needs his evening medication. Inner Gaia. One card. Oh, one. Oh, and thank you, Kristen. One card for you. Just think before moving forward. Do not rush into things too foolhardy. You know, do not rush into things. Be sure you have strategy ahead of you. Look at strategy. Will money unblock before the end of this year? Quite possibly. Just look at strategy and looking to stabilize. Look at stabilizing. One more, my gym journey. And then I'm going to pop off. Like I said, my old boy here, he's my geriatric cat. He gets medication. So I need to make sure I take care of him. My gym journey. Let's check it out. My gym journey. Oh, gym journey. I got to cover her bits. You got the star card. The star is all about hope, fulfillment of wishes, bridging the worlds between the conscious and the unconscious, and having that hope that you need to just make it happen. Go for it. All right, folks, so let's see here. I do need to pop off for a little bit. Good Lord willing and the creek don't rise. I will be back in a little bit. All right? So I shall be back. Cheerio.